I want to start by acknowledging that during my research for this call about Wi-Fi 6 and this discussion, I encountered a lot of like conflicting information. There's a lot out there. And so I'm going to start off with this. What's up with Wi-Fi 6? What's it capable of? Why are we excited about it? Can we get some clarity on what it can do and can't do and so on? Darren, I'm going to kick it over to you and we'll take it.
Yeah. Cameron, you're not alone. You're not alone. We've been doing a lot of work with Wi-Fi 6, launching the products, doing a lot of testing, real world testing. I've been reading technical notes about it, and trust me, I'm finding new things all the time. I'm constantly going back to our engineers and saying, why are we seeing this performance as good as we are seeing it? And it's just I didn't know that. Wow, I just learned something new again today. So Wi-Fi 6, it is completely different. We're always looking for that revolutionary versus evolutionary type of technology. So Wi-Fi 6 is going to be very, very good. The key thing about it is if you look at the IEEE standard document, if you look at the actual technical document, just look at the first page and nothing else. The title page says it all. It says right in the title page, high efficiency standard. And so that's what Wi-Fi 6 is all about. Wi-Fi 6 is all about becoming three-dimensional Wi-Fi, where now we have capabilities like we had in previous generations of Wi-Fi, fully backwards compatible, but we now add the ability to have that third dimension, which is to talk to multiple devices at the same time. And there's a lot of smart ways that Wi-Fi 6 will do that. It's taken some great things from the cellular world, Wi-Fi, and applied those tricks to Wi-Fi. So now we can utilize more of that spectrum that we have available and utilize it more fully. So Wi-Fi 6 is about high efficiency and it's about multi-user communication.
Hey, just to add to that, right? I think it's also important to look at this from a market context perspective, right? If you look at it as high density is commonplace from the home to your enterprise setting, more devices connecting, more IoT type of devices from, door locks to speakers to LED lighting, all connected to the network. Right? And then you couple that with user experience, user expectation is skyrocketing, right? So if you think about this, you're at home watching Netflix on your Wi-Fi over your Wi-Fi network streaming, and 1 hour show, and maybe somewhere in between, a couple of times, you see that annoying spinning wheel as it starts to buffer, right? And it may happen like 20 seconds over that 1 year period, 1 hour period, right? At the end of this, you ask your, hey, how was it experience, right? How was Wi-Fi? It sucked. It was buffering all the time, right? So people kind of, walk away with that experience. So I think with what you get with Wi-Fi 6 is more of, networks are getting more dense. I need to deliver a more predictable user experience. So what Wi-Fi 6 brings to the table is really the determinism, right? More of leveraging some of the LTE type technologies into the Wi-Fi 6 technology that really says, hey, if I'm an MSP, I'm a partner, I'm enterprise IT, or hey, just I want to have my kids stop complaining at home, right? I mean, this is kind of a technology that can deliver more. When you're doing streaming, when you're doing more intense applications, makes it a little bit better for you experience.
Well, so let's put it some context, right? How many devices do each of you guys have in your home that's wireless today?
One.
I think I lost count.
Yeah, like it's pretty. I mean, you think about it, right? Like a few years ago, right? We had one or two, but now.
No, I think I'm close. I think I'm pushing 20.
20?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be mine's got to be up there. But I mean,
yeah, it makes sense because like just looking around my office here, I've got a Switch, I've got a cell phone, I got a tablet, 2 laptops, and a desktop computer, and that's in one room.
it's 7 per person. Isn't that what the latest research says? 7 per person. So I've got 5 people in my house, plus TVs and whatnot. I mean, I'm pushing 40, 50 probably.
Well, I actually, you know what, Nick, I actually like the fact that we lose count of these things. Doesn't that sort of tell you how important it is? Right there.
That was my point. It's like at the end of the day, from, you know, as Brad is talking about, it's not like it's a requirement for quality and efficiency now. It's not an option anymore.
So then as it relates to Wi-Fi 6 and we're chatting wireless and, you know, everyone's got all these devices, I guess the question I have is why would an end user, why would people get excited about Wi-Fi 6? What is it about it that they should care about?
Oh man, a ton. I mean, the efficiency side of it is going to help everything, right? It's going to help the way that they stream video. It's going to help the way that they use their doorbells. It's going to help the way that they you know, live and work. I mean, there's so much that happens that you want to avoid the buffer wheel, right? And you want to make sure that your experience makes the Wi-Fi transparent. You know, you can't see it, so it doesn't exist, so it doesn't matter. And you want that to be carried forward. You know, you want to make sure that no matter what it is you're trying to do, you can accomplish that. And a strong wireless network will help you do that, whether it's at home or whether it's in the enterprise or whether it's in, you know, a small business, whatever it is. You don't want to have to worry about it working or not working. And I think that that's where Wi-Fi 6 really makes a strong play. It takes all the great benefit that's built up to it, and then it allows you to make sure that you can get all of these devices online in the best way possible, so you don't have to tweak it and tune it and change it back and forth all the time.
That's it. You hit Drew. You hit the nail on the head. You have the right word there. The user experience, right? It's all about that experience. And so a couple of the things we've seen, guys, in the last year, Wi-Fi calling. You know, voice over Wi-Fi. I saw a statistic about a year ago that said that 2019, the curves would cross where more calls would be made over Wi-Fi than made over a cellular network. I saw that graph from one of the analysts. And today with the COVID-19, absolutely, positively, this is what we are doing, right? Wi-Fi calling. So how is that unique? Well, those packets are very tiny. They're 64-byte packets. A voice packet is very, very small. You put some wrappers on it, you put some headers on it. It's still a small packet in the network.
Unless it's Drew talking, which is louder, then maybe it's a bigger packet, right?
It is a big packet.
Yeah, it's a big packet.
Packets.
but you have to be able to handle that load. Now, what's another thing people are worried about these days? Social media used to be I log on, I check my Facebook, I upload a couple of pictures. Maybe I, upload some Instagram photos, when I go on vacation. That was social media. Today, that's not social media. Today, social media are devices in our hand that are constantly updating, 24 hours a day. Packets up, down. Social media is always connected, always on. There's that Amazon movie, I don't know if you guys have seen that show called The Feed. Where they basically embed social media chip inside your brain. It's futuristic, it's sci-fi, but man, it's here. We just don't have the chip embedded in our head. That's it. That's the only difference. Social media is always connected, always on, always available, 24 hours a day. That puts a load on the network. That's user experience.